Lee Pulliam here, eating dinner tonight. Kicking back. What's going on this week and getting ready for the race?
Man, we've been putting a lot of effort into it, guys been putting a lot of work into it at the shop, and raced this weekend at Southern National, and just had a lot of fun this weekend. Tried to do something a little different, and now we got our mind back on the late model stuff and ready to go for this weekend.
Yeah, and how much y'all were, unofficially, fastest at test the other day. And the practice Saturday, don't shake your head. With practice Saturday, you don't get, it's pretty quick, so you better be good when you unload. Are you happy with what you got, what you're coming back with?
We made some changes. I don't know if we were the fastest thing down there, but we had a pretty good hot ride, so we made a couple changes and trying to get the car driving just a little better, but all in all, we did have some speed in the car and just trying to get that feel. You got to have that certain feel when you go to Martinsville, where that thing wants to hit the curb 4 or 5 times before you get out of the corner, and we were close to that. At the end of the day, the jet drivers and the rain kind of tightened the track up a bunch, so we made some decisions here at the shop the last week that I think is going to help it out.
Yeah, we were talking the other day as, won another national championship, won the Virginia State, Dirty Dozen, Motor Mile, South Boston, all these championships, has all this set in yet? How's this changed how you look at everything?
We've been extremely blessed, to say the least, and to win this Martinsville deal in the same year, if we could do that, it would be nothing higher for us. That's all you can do in a late model stock year. And Martinsville is one of those races where it doesn't matter what we did the rest of the year, everything's wiped clean. Everybody comes in here wanting to win a race, and we're putting a lot of effort into this deal, and I hope we can. I hope it all pays off.
Yeah, and I know you've been thinking, who's going to be. Have Philip Morris is going to be fast. You've been thinking about it. I don't think Matt McCall's coming this year, so I don't know if y'all can have fun or not.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough race to win. Matt, I guess they got a race there, Kansas or somewhere, but Philip was really good the other day, and just I don't know. I watched several guys, BJ Mackey, the Rhodes kid seemed to be pretty good. There was a lot of guys that had a lot of speed in the car, and it's going to be some guys that nobody was watching on test day that's going to show up too right out the gate and be fast. So it's hard to watch everybody at one time. A lot of black cars and white cars, and nobody knows who's in. So it's going to be pretty interesting, I'd say.
And what's the deal with this? How you feel about this tire deal? Me and Peyton was just talking a little while ago. The tires, they're just going to give you what you get on Friday and what you got. You can't. They tell you what you're going to tell what size you need. They're going to give them to you. You're not picking nothing out. How's that going to play in anything?
Well, if you get some certain numbers, you might as well load the car up and go to the house, because the Hoosier tires have had a major problem here this year as far as speed difference. So it's going to be some guys that's going to have some huge disappointments when they put them on. Luckily, we've been racing every week, so we kind of know what's good and what's not. But I don't know what's going to happen if you get the serial numbers or the barcodes that everybody's been struggling with. But it's a lot of them in the trailer. We found them last week, and I tell you, it's a lot of people struggle with that at the test session. Put tires on, and couldn't find speed in the car. So I don't know. It's definitely an interesting thing. I think they're just trying to get rid of some of the tires that they got that they're kind of stuck with and nobody's wanted all year. And I just hope we don't get those bad ones.
All right. Peyton Sellers here at the Martinsville Media Dinner. I'm having a good time. Been working on a car this week, and you're not done driving it this week, are you?
That's right. We've had a busy week. We're getting everything ready, and really looking forward to getting up there Saturday. But between now and then, we're going to go to South Boston tomorrow and shake the car down. We've got a little punch list of stuff we didn't get to try at the test that we're going to try there. Don't know how it'll relate track to track, but at the end of the day, if we turn better, it'll turn better at Martinsville. So South Boston's about the hardest track you'll ever get a car to turn. It'll relate directly to Martinsville.
Yeah, tell me about the Martinsville race. You've been fast every went, but recent years you've not had real good luck at Martinsville.
We've had terrible luck recently, and last year I felt like it was my best opportunity to go up there and run good since I ran third in 2005. Took a few years off there while I was doing some E-Series and different things, but we were leading the heat race last year, blew a motor, didn't get the race. That's due to the new inverts and everything, the new heat race format. But at the end of the day, I was looking forward to it. It didn't work out. So this year, we got a fresh Billy Banks motor. We got a car that we built there in our shop. HC is going to be my crew chief, and I feel like I got everything in a row to go up there and run good.
Yeah, and we were talking about it earlier when we was eating, and I asked Lee about it. And what do you think about this tire deal coming up when we get tires Friday?
It's a little bit of a toss-up right now. I feel like Jimmy Dowden does the best he can to bring the best tires that he can every week. But on the flip side, there has been some issues with the tire consistency this year. And that's the thing that you hope your tire guy's got figured out. He can go in there and look at the tires, measure them up, see what he's got. Now we don't have that opportunity, so he's got to work some magic once he gets the tires now. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, and looking into the weekend, what do you think coming right out of the box? Do you feel comfortable, just going there straight up Saturday?
Absolutely. It is what it is. It rained a lot during the test, so everybody didn't get the practice time they wanted. But on the flip side, we're all in the same boat. We'll see who adapts the quickest and who has the best car come Sunday afternoon.
Here, it's fine. I can see you just fine. Here at Beth Barnes, aka Badass. Here, it's race week. So what are we doing getting ready?
This week is actually, it was meant to be a very relaxing week for me. I was going to go home, I was going to stay with my parents and just chill all week, maybe do some yoga. But this week turned into a lot of media for me. So getting ready for this race consists of media on Tuesday, media on Wednesday, more media on Thursday, and then the racetrack Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, but I think that going into like the past couple months, I've been already preparing myself mentally to get ready for this race, and I think that I'm in a better mental place right now to go into this race and to be confident than I have been all season.
Yeah, and I mean after the test the other day, you got to feel even better because you were a pretty quick car.
Yeah, I mean after the test, we rolled off the trailer and we were good. So after that, it was all about focusing on me and how I was adapting to the racetrack. And we tweaked on the car here and there, but it was mostly about really me finding my place on the track. And when we left the track on Wednesday, we were even more confident than when we came, and that really gave us a good boost to go into this weekend.
Yeah, and tell me, unloading the car, what kind of butterflies you gonna have Saturday when you get to the track?
Saturday, I don't think is gonna be the butterfly day. That's gonna be on Sunday. I think that I'm gonna be more nervous before my heat race than I have been maybe in my career, because this is gonna be the biggest race of my career, in my opinion, and with the best drivers out there, the best late model drivers in the country. And so going into that heat race, that's going to be something really nerve-wracking for me, because making this race is going to be a huge deal for me.
Yeah, just making it be a huge deal. But I mean, I think you should shoot higher. I think you can make the race. I think tell me how good a good run would be.
I think that like I've been saying, anybody who has seen this race knows that anything can happen. I mean, there has been people who were picked to win this race who fell back, and people who were complete underdogs to win. And making the race and being in it, I think anything can happen from there. I mean, I think mentally I'm in a place where I can win this race. That's what I'm telling myself. Making the race, that's a small thing. Winning this race is going to be a huge thing. Definitely, realistically, top 10 would be phenomenal for me. I mean, being a rookie, being the first female in however many years.
Since 1948, Mom.
That's going to be huge for me, and I feel like I'm definitely in a spot with the car and with myself that I can do that.